I can't reply to messages. My screen broke. So I'm gonna have to log into that account on another phone. Alright. Nothing stays the same, things always changing like the seasons. As soon as I get my hopes up, issues start falling down. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. But hit that like button and please subscribe. Home of the free reading. Not worried about a thing. Free. Ooh. I'm always seeing them pass by. I'm jealous. Don't gotta worry about social issues. I'm so happy he made this song, man. Just for 3 minutes, I can forget. Worry about bills to pay. Don't gotta worry about people falling out with you. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there. Not worried about a thing. Namaskaram, what up, what up, what up? Peace, love, health, and wealth. What up, everybody? Ain't know what that they can fly. Ooh, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm so jealous. Peace, love, health, and wealth vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. I am going to briefly do an introduction. I am going to do a collective reading. And then after you follow the instructions pinned in the chat, you may get a free tarot reading. It's just a few things that I ask. For one, you hit that like button. Two, you subscribe to the channel. Three, you donate to reciprocate, because everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. Understand that I am more than just a tarot reader. I play one on TV, right? In reality, I am so much more than a tarot reader. I am a holistic life coach where I specialize in past traumas. Also, I also life coaching, business coaching, all of that stuff, relationship coaching. In conjunction with that, I use my background in psychology, Reiki, and so many different avenues to come together to have a conglomerate of skills that I use to help people realize their potential and maximize their potential, right? And at this point, if you can't maximize your potential at Sacred Self Healing Center, it's because you're not doing something right. So what I would suggest you do is don't give up, right? Because there's always a way to make better. All right. So as I turn the camera on, You know what? Before I turn the camera on, we are going to do our collective meditation, okay? So understand that I'm going to play the crown chakra bowl. Um, while I'm playing the crown chakra bowl, I will recite an affirmation, a mantra here in English. You can recite that out loud if you want to. If you do, make sure you do it on the exhale and not the inhale. Right. Okay, so before you post, okay, make sure that you follow the instructions, please. All right. Make sure you follow the instructions. Okay, so we still in the introduction, guys. Okay, so this is where we kind of reset, kind of unwind, kind of relax, and just kind of reshift the energy and kind of ground so we can, so we can relax. Remember, here at Sacred Self Healing Center, this is like spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, right? This is Manny and Petty, right? This is a new makeover for your higher self when you come here. So we take a few minutes in the beginning of the live to do announcements, to meditate, to relax, and then we get to a general reading for those who's here and for those who's watching on the replay. And then we will get to the individuals. Okay. Shout out to Nightbot. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Double tap that screen. Okay, so the affirmation we will be focusing on here today. Hello, Elsa. How you doing, beautiful? Um, uh, for the affirmation we're going to focus on here before we get to the tarot readings is going to be I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. All right, so if y'all know peace, love, health, and wealth is kind of like my little thing here, right? So remember, I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. All right. So while we doing this brief meditation, there's a few things I want to bring to your attention. All right. We will be over oxygenating the blood. Well, I don't want to use over, but we will be, oxygenating the blood more than usual. So with that being said, you may feel hot, cold, tingly, dizzy, sudden bursts of energy, emotional release, etc., etc., etc. All of that is normal. If these things persist, then please consider consulting a professional. All right, especially any dizziness or of having a hard time breathing. All right, so when we meditate in body postures, what you do with your hands, how are you supposed to breathe, what are you supposed to visualize, etc., etc., etc. All right, so at the very least, you're supposed to focus on your breath. I recommend doing the 4-4-4 technique where we breathe in for at least 4 seconds, hold it for at least 4 seconds, and then exhale for at least 4 seconds. And we continuously repeat that over and over. All right, you can use your own discretion and you can do that at your will. All right, but the main thing is focusing and bringing the awareness throughout the body, releasing tension and everything. As far as hand position and body position, no matter if you're sitting down or if you're laying down, make sure your spine is straight. All right. Um, Visualization technique. Visualize anything. What I like to call your happy place. All right. Whatever you think a happy place is, going on the beach or whatever you like doing, then go ahead and go there. All right. For me, I like to picture, full moon, campfire under the full moon. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in nature, right? Something simple. Um, Hand signs. Palms facing upward, no matter if you laying down or sitting down, palms facing upward is very essential. It's very key. All right, because it opens up the cardiovascular system. Other things that you can do if you have an affirmation or anything like that. I mean, if you have a what is it called? A mudra or something like that that you'd like to do in specific, you are more than welcome to do so. All right. You can also put your hands in prayer hands. Um, you can. It's three different positions: in front of the heart, in front of the face or throat, and above the head. Okay, above the head. All three of those work. It just it's kind of like you switching circuit boards when you move the different hands in different positions. Okay, so again, the affirmation is going to be I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. So I will lead us in a breath work in the beginning, and then you could continue to follow the breath work, but then I will switch over to saying the affirmation out loud. And again, if you want to say the affirmation aloud, um, first thing first, set the intention that the affirmation will change your life, right? Set that intention. But then make sure you only say the affirmation on the exhale, okay? Never on the inhale. All right, so here we go. All right, so big breath out. All right, breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. All right, now hold your breath for a second. Now release nice and slow, okay? Big breath out. All right, so now I am going to recite. So I'm going to breathe in for at least 4 seconds, and then I'm going to recite the affirmation. Then I'm going to release the breath, and then I'm going to breathe in again, and then I'm going to go from there, okay? So I'm going to breathe in now. I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. 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 All right, so we're just gonna let the bowl play for about 20, 30 more seconds. Then we're gonna go ahead and get into the collective reading, okay? All right, so here we go. Um, Here we go with the card of the day for Sunday. So in the morning, I will come up with a full collective reading for the week ahead. I just want to make sure I check the previous weeks. I haven't looked over that yet. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know why this camera on this phone is almost, I don't know. I almost want to reset this phone or something because it be tripping, cuz this phone really be tripping. All right, so here we go. The card of the day is going to be the Four of Cups, okay? Uh, there we go. Four of Cups, okay? So remember that the four represents law, order, balance. Number four, why is this even on? The number four represents having a solid foundation, stability. But in its reverse polarity, it could represent being stagnant. Okay, and this card is definitely a warning of becoming stagnant. All right. The cups represents the water element of tarot, right? And what I mean by the water element of tarot is The cups represents the emotions, the internal environment, right? The emotions of a person. The cups also could represent romance, right? Romantic situations, but it's all matters of the heart. It's nothing but matters of the heart through and through. Okay, so here we see a young man or lady, right, perched against a tree. And it's almost as if they're like sad, contemplating something. You could put your own inference. This person doesn't look jolly and happy, right? So it's almost as if this person hasn't realized that they are not in the three. In fact, they have moved on to the Four of Cups, and it's almost as if they haven't quite seen or they're not aware of what's going on. Which is very possible, right? This could be a sign of PTSD. This could be a sign of confusion, a bunch of stuff. So, uh, uh, what I would say with this card, um, is is just be open. Um, be open to future opportunities and future endeavors. Oftentimes, this card could indicate that we might be in jeopardy of losing something that was a gift or possibly meant for us, but because we was upset, because we are suffering from PTSD, whatever the case is, we're in jeopardy of being stagnant and being lost in contemplation and not being able to get out of that cancer type energy, right? That deep, deep, deep introspective energy. Uh, Again, be open to opportunities. We don't want to miss any opportunities here. Uh, Remember, the goal is fulfillment, and since the goal is fulfillment, um, we can't get caught up on what we think is going on. We have to be uh again open but a little bit assertive, right? The floor sets for a solid foundation so we can move forward in life. All right, so I think I pretty much got everything out that I wanted to say about this card. So if anybody wanted to ask any questions, or we can, if not, we can go ahead and open up the floor for individual readings. All right. So do we? Let's see. I see it said we got 4 people in the chat. I don't know if we got spas or what, but if anybody here, let me know if y'all here. We do got the instructions posted here. If you guys wanted to get on the list for a free read, and I don't think I do is ask for 2 things. One, you go and like a video in a playlist, and 2, if you want to ask a question, use the link pinned in the chat as a guide to ask questions, okay? I really don't enjoy doing third party readings. I really don't enjoy, certain things. So, and a lot of questions that people ask and answer are very unethical. So I want to try to keep things, ethical as much as possible, even though, it's always a possibility you can blur the lines. All right, so do we got any new people here for the first time? If you are new here, type Vibe Tribe into the chat right now. If you are new here, type Vibe Tribe into the chat. I think I'm gonna pull I think I'm gonna pull a love oracle card for the day. Check on the energy with that, especially since we got a 4 of Cups. Let me check on this. Let me see what's going on. Now, see, we got a couple people in the back who's not saying nothing. If y'all came to spy or get some drama or some tea or something, all of that is over with. I'm done, man. The only thing I will say is I see people still using my name. They still trying to instigate. They slandering. The only thing I say is, man, that Impala, man, that is... That SS Impala a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, shout out to them, though. Go follow them. Go support them. They got mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? They got goals. They got dreams. They got aspirations. So, you know, I ain't never gonna hate on nobody, but the truth is the truth, dog. The truth is the truth, dog. All right. All right, so the love oracle of the day, we have confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. Huh. So what are we unsure about? This, I feel like this is directly coinciding with this Cups. What are we unsure about? What are we looking for? What is it that we want? We looking for depth. So we got depth here, awareness, importance, value. So, so this 4 of Cups could be indicating that somebody is just waiting on the one. So I don't think that this is a missed opportunity per se, because in order for it to be a missed opportunity, it had to be something that was be in alignment with where you're going, right? And what I'm seeing here about confusion and depth is that I don't think that the energy that was coming in was really certain about what they really wanted. I just think that they wanted something. And so the 4 of Cups and the depth card is saying that I know what I want and I'm being patient. So maybe this person is sitting by the tree coming up with a master plan, right? To achieve whatever it is that they want, to fulfill another cup on the way to fulfillment. Um, yeah, so very interesting combination of cards. Very interesting combination of cards. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Yeah, definitely time. It's a lot of, seems like it's a lot of this energy going on right now. Letting it go, moving on, walking away. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Come on in, y'all. Um, Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. So I guess this could be confirmation for somebody. If you've been, if you've been wondering, if you've been contemplating, if you've been thinking about making that move, this is your affirmation. This is your confirmation. I'm sorry. This is the green light go. The only thing I would say is don't feel guilty for moving forward. You don't always have to take up any and every fight that presents itself. Right? You can walk away. Sometimes it's better to walk away. Because sometimes we lose. So the the difference between the smart bully and the dumb bully is the smart bully pick and choose his battles. The dumb bully just out here shooting at anything that looked like it fit the target. Silly Billy. Tricks are for kids. Is it just me and you, my love? What up, what up? See, somebody just came in. What's going on? Can you please get a card of the day? For sure. It's an honor and a pleasure. It's an honor and a pleasure. Now you gotta make sure I don't go too hard on you. Now I don't wanna push no more of my reader, you know. I don't want to be out here pushing nobody away. What up, Jizzle? Alright, card of the day for Brightest Light. Can I get a message for Brightest Light? She got somebody coming in. Is there something to expect? What do Brightest Light need to know? Is it love? Is it money? Let's see. Uh-oh, we got some stagnant energy. Whenever the cards, I always think that whenever the cards don't want to, like, shuffle, stack up, whatever you want to call it, I feel like it's some stagnant energy. So, what's up, Gratefully? I'm going to go ahead and, just, do a little bit of Reiki. All right. So hopefully, we can at least get started. If not, go ahead and push that stagnant negative energy out. All right. Cards is feeling smooth. Nothing is jumping out, which is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and this gonna. There we go. All right. It's a 3-piece. Big dogs. Ooh, okay. All right. So this might be a little bit more than just a card of the day. I'm going to go ahead and deem this like a week ahead reading. I want us to look long term here. All right. So let me take out these cards and get rid of any confusion. All right. So they fell exactly in this order. Okay. So really you could use a 4-card spread if you like. All right. So, Temperance, Sun card, King of Pentacles. So, I'm gonna work backwards on this reading, okay? And the reason why is because I feel like the King of Pentacles is the end goal. Whether you need to bring the King of Pentacles in your being yourself, right? Or whether you need, or whether there's a King of Pentacles on his way to you, I think the key Pentacles is hitting the reset button that's here in the Sun card. And I think you got the Sun card here before. I can't remember. I'm super fried all the time, except for right now, of course, right? But the Sun card is saying that we hitting a new reset, right? Because not only do we got a naked person, but we also got the symbolism of a child here. All right. And we already know, what do a little 5-year-old, 6-year-old care about? They care about having fun, snacks, hugs. You know what I'm saying? A little kid that age, they don't really care about much. They don't care about politics. They don't really care about voting on issue 4. You know what I'm saying? They just want to live free and have fun, right? And so you might say, KP, what's the key to living free and having fun? Where's the temperance card, right? So wherever balance is, temperance needs to be, right? Because at this point, your higher self is the temperance. What do you mean by that, KP? My higher self is the temperance. So the goal of a human being is to be able to master themselves in all aspects, whether it's emotionally, whether it's, self-destructive behaviors. No matter what it is, our goal is to bring balance to our reality. Like, the pursuit of happiness is bringing balance to our reality. So this 1 foot in, 1 foot out is very telling, right? But I don't want to start there. I want to start with the cups. So the cups represents a person who not only understands emotions, but they have mastered emotions, meaning that they understand them, they can read them on other people, they can project them, they can receive them subtly. But most importantly, whether it's in the subconscious or in the conscious realm, they understand that it's work to do, right? And so when you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that means that you walk in the middle path. All right. So the 1 foot in particular here is calling out to me, telling me that we need to go ahead and not be afraid of our emotions, but understand that the emotions, once we get used to them, can become comfortable, right? Um, the foot in the water is very much keeping the person balanced as much as the foot on the land, because you could get so far left that you don't have no emotions at all whatsoever. And what do they say? You don't want to be so spiritually good that you what they say, you don't want to be so spiritually high that you know earthly good. So what I'm saying here is that this new reset for you is going to allow you to be in the moment and manage the emotions. I don't believe in teaching people to kill the emotions, kill the ego, all of that stuff. I think that's self-destructive, especially with the proper philosophy behind it. But at least here, if we welcome the logic, welcome the reasoning, welcome the grounding, right? And here, be patient, right? Because this 4 of Cups is saying that we got an idea of what we want, but it's in a way, right? So this is not, I'm not reading this 4 of Cups as missed opportunity. I'm reading this 4 of Cups as I'm creating the foundation that I want, and I'm going to be patient until I get it. All right. So in closing for you, like I said, within the next week or so, right? Really work on, what's up, Sarah? Welcome in. Miss you a lot. Make sure you work on fully integrating the new you. And when you fully integrate the new you, you're gonna be light, you're gonna be fluffy, you're gonna be free, and it's gonna allow the King of Pentacles energy to come into your life, whether it's going to be third dimensional with a man or whatever, right? Or whether it's going to be you who tap into the King of Pentacles. So really quick, I'm being called to Pentacles so we can know what to expect. Okay. So remember, the King represents the air element. All right, that is air energy. I mean, yeah, no. I'm tripping. The the king represents the air element. I was about to say something crazy. The king represents the air element. That's I think I know. And then the pinnacle is saying that this person is the master of pentacles, right? This is the highest pinnacle you can get. So so remember, the pinnacle represents the earth element, which is I possess or I own. All right. Now this could be people, friends, family, business relationships, cars, clothes, whatever you deem to be valuable on the third dimension. So this person has achieved many things and accumulated wealth. All right. So this King of Pentacles represent economic power, big harvest. What's the one word? Someone who's affluent, right? Someone who is rich, right? And is very abundantly clear, right? They're rich in whatever you deem valuable, time, money, whatever. But the thing is that they're so secure and grounded that they don't have to hide who they are and how they feel. They are comfortable with expressing, whether that's through dress, whether that's buying a new car, whatever it is. They're comfortable going out and achieving those things because they know it's their divine right to do so. All right. So maybe this could be you and a future partner together, understanding that divine right of prosperity. Or maybe this could be you just welcoming in that energy, letting go of lack, right? Letting go of mindset of lack, right? Remember, the sun card is about being free because we project energy now, right? Now that we're conscious and aware of ourselves, now we're mindful of the energy that we project here with the sun card, okay? So again, when you change on it, I always say spirit work from the inside out, not the outside in. Shout out to Sister Myra Moss, right? That's where I got that from. And it's so true, right? So remember, I'm gonna close out with this. Remember, the environment of the car externally, right, is what's going on within the person internally, because it's showing you uh people, places, things, thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc., etc., etc. So much symbolism written in these cards. I mean, we really don't even need a Celtic cross, a six, right? Two, three cards, and you good. You know what I'm saying? If that much, right? So again, projected energy of I am healed, whatever it is, right? I'm ready to take on new challenges. I'm this, I'm that. Make sure you take on, you be open to that, and stay steadfast and welcome in what you want, because what you want, I believe, is going to be in alignment for what you need and what's really going to be fulfilling for you moving forward. And with that being said, I just say enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Jigga Kelly, not guilty. Shout out to the Virgos. Shout out to the Virgos. As you already know, you can always hit me up for a consultation, a free consultation, based on your reading. Because sometimes things don't always dawn on you right there in the moment. Sometimes you gotta sleep on it. Sometimes you just gotta process things. Uh, yeah, yeah. So with my channel being reported and all that stuff, man, I know that it's gonna be hard for us to get back in the algorithm. So I'm taking some time to hit. I'm taking some time to hit the hearts, man, because that viewer engagement is going to help me get back on track. So if anybody in here and anybody bored, hearts for your boy. Tell me what you want from me. Uh, you know what, Bright? You said that you wanted to ask me a question or something the other day. Did that situation get handled already? Did you get some clarity on that? Shout out to everybody who just came in. Peace, love, health, and wealth. The list is open. If anybody want to get a freebie, let me know. But you gonna wait on the situation? I mean, you gonna wait on asking about the situation? Raz Baraka. What the fuck? So what's going on with you? How you doing? How's everything? Oh yeah, I mean you told me that already. I already know that. I was just asking because I haven't, it was a short period of time I haven't seen you, so I was just asking, was it taken care of? Yeah, I really prefer it, to be honest with you. I really prefer to do readings in private for real, like paid read, donation based readings, because I like to really take my time and hear what the person got to say, and try to, try to really connect, because I noticed that I intuitively ask questions, right? Of course, I don't have a list of questions that I ask, right? So I like to give people consultations and stuff like that before I actually read for them. Because I'm the type of person that, if even if I'm 99% right, I want to know where I'm wrong at. Some people, they'll let you be wrong, or they'll let you, whatever, and I'll be like, no, don't let me do that, because ain't nobody on here in the world who do this always gonna be 100% all the time. Especially when you a baby rookie like me. Tired, mommy. I'm tired. Dang, I was hoping I didn't have to get up. I think I gotta get up. I'm about to break everything I own. You can smoke, just don't let it blind you. That's what I'm telling Kaza. What's up, puppy man? What's up, dude? Damn, it's cold. Let me put on my blanket. Root juice. Wait, you said what? Drink what? Drink beet juice? For what? You know what? I just seen the beet supplement. I just seen the beet supplement online. At Walmart. I gotta get some berberine in my diet. That's what I need to get in my diet. I keep hearing good things about berberine. What else? I just added maca in my diet for the first time. So it's not really a high dosage. I haven't really checked out the dosages. I think it's maca root. I haven't really checked out the dosages for maca root, but bless you. But hopefully everything on the up and up though. You dozed off? You better say, hey. Which one? Beats? Um, yeah, a lot of this stuff, what I tell people, because, I got a nutritionist certificate, right? So, what I tell people? Everything that come out the earth is good for you. The first thing you need to do is go with what you like first. If you like apples and grapes and oranges, you just start with that, and then you can experiment. Then you can go and do, different stuff. You can eat certain things based off of what you need, right? But at least just start off by just adding, a salad a day. You know what I'm saying? Add a smoothie a day. You know what I'm saying? Just start where you can. Cause all the best things that's like astringent, right? And if you know what astringent is, then you know what I'm saying, right? Because I do study herbs. So especially the herbs and the vegetables that's astringent, meaning like they pull stuff out of you. If I ain't mistaken, I think that's what the word mean, but KP can be wrong, right? Um, but yeah, man. So, but my thing is that it's funny because in the spiritual community, they always talking about DNA this, DNA activation, DNA repair, and based off of the studies I've been doing, that is very important. Because a lot of people is suffering from uh genetic issues, right? When you're talking about cancer, when you're talking about autoimmune disorders, all of that is genetics, right? Because think about it, with an autoimmune disorder, your immune system is either you're eating up your immune system or your immune system is attacking the wrong thing. Right, that's all autoimmune disorder. Either your white blood cells is getting ate up, or they eating the wrong thing. Period. Point blank. Uh, and if I'm not mistaken, autoimmune disorders happen because of the mitochondria of the cell. Because only way you can get a cell to perform unlike itself is to change the coding, the information, change the program is ran on. So with that being said, managing symptoms is cool, but I'm really trying to tap into the genes. I'm trying to tap into the DNA, repairing the RNA structure. Man, only if you knew. Man, there's so many different flavors of this pie. It's crazy, but it's all the same pie shit. It's all the same ingredients. That ain't the only one though. That ain't the only one. Like AIDS, for example. AIDS eat your white blood cells. Baby girl. To me, is that, to be honest with you, I think it's a humanoid that crashed this planet and made it with humans. I really do. And my thing is that to be honest with you, I think it could be the Asians, unless that's just old DNA that's I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really digged into it. No, you don't have to be Asian. Well, I'm kind of saying something totally different, but it's not a complete thought. I don't know, but I think whatever our age is, I think that might be the connection between uh uh I don't know. It's been so long since I researched that, so anything I say right now is just whatever. What up? What up? What up, Kumar? Namaskaram. Please follow the instructions while I shuffle the cards up for you, okay? I'll get you some spirit guidance, but please show some support on one of my videos. Just so y'all know, I will have another episode of Removing Manifestation Blockages soon. All right, so love readings. Do you got somebody in mind? Like, what do you want to know in particular? What do you need guidance with? Guidance on being a single person? Guidance on reconciliation? What kind of guidance we looking for? How can I interpret the cards for you? You like a girl? Okay. In your neighborhood? Okay. So are you looking to trying to figure out how to approach her, or what you looking for, my friend? How can I help you? Steph Curry? Well, what's your options? And while you're contemplating your options, I want you to ask yourself, is this appropriate for the time, and is this useful? Is it appropriate, and is it practical? Is it useful? Typically, when people trying to make decisions, that's something that I tell them to kind of build off of. Would it be perceived right? So my question is, why wouldn't you? Oh no, are you nervous? We need a little kick in the keister. We need a little motivation. How can I how can I help you, my friend? Uh-oh. Well, the first thing we're gonna have to do is make a promise that we're gonna get rid of all fears. And when we do build up the courage to say something to her, whatever happens, happens, right? We can't be attached to any result, right? We got to be open, because once we present us to her, then it's up to her to accept or decline, okay? But give me a second. I'm gonna shuffle these cards up for you, but while I'm shuffling the cards, you mind following the instructions pinned in the chat? So, in order for you to get a reading, a free reading here, I ask that you follow the instructions pinned in the chat. I got a link to some videos, and if you don't mind, just commenting on one of those videos would be awesome. Liking and commenting the video would be great for me, please. All right, hurry up, because I got your cards right here waiting on you. So, hurry back, because I'm starting to get a message for you. All right, I'm starting to get a channeled message for you. So, hurry up and do that and come back, because I will forget. I definitely will forget. All right, so I think we could stop right here. Let's see, is this in alignment with what I'm thinking? Yes, it is in alignment exactly with what I was thinking. I really thought it was going to be the King of Cups, but it's not, which is fine. It didn't have to be the King of Cups, but I really thought it was going to be the King of Cups. That's what I was feeling intuitively. You need to get rid of a lot of people. Let's see. How can we do that? You know what? Let me pull a card for you so far. Remind me of. Oh, we should be about what, 5, 6 cards in now. Yeah, remind me. All right, so we started off with the Devil, the Tower. Then I think we went to the Knight. I think it was the Knight of Swords. And then after that, we went to... Where the hell did we go to after that? Knight of Swords. Hopefully... Oh, well, I was about to say hopefully you got this written down, but, you know. I don't want to be emotionally manipulative. Devil, Tower, Hierophant, Knight of Swords. It wasn't... So you didn't get a card after the Knight of Swords? I think we like on card 5 or 6. I could have sworn we was on card like 5 or 6. I thought we was gonna pull the 5th one today. I mean the 6th one today. All right, person, are you back yet, Kumar? Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. Okay, so Six of Cups. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-oh, the number 6. Uh-oh. And we've been on live for 66 minutes. All right. So intuitively what I was feeling was to tell you that it's not a matter of if you should, it's a matter of when and how you do it. Okay, that's what I was thinking. And so this confirms everything that I was thinking, okay? So um I want you to take your time and be very calculated with this situation. Namaskaram. So with this situation, you got the King of Swords. The King is the master of thoughts, wisdom, communication. This is a person who's like a lawyer, a doctor, a judge, right? This is a person who's very smart, very calculated, right? Left brain thinking. So what I suggest you do is take the time to befriend her, get to know her, and judge whether or not she is the one before you actually shoot in. I think it's going to be a very, very, very good opportunity for you to learn a lot about yourself while you do this. Because what this is going to do is it's going to help you reset. Um, also, before you befriend her, I want you to take at least a week and work on confidence. I want you to work on confidence, all right? So oftentimes the reason why people feel scared to do something is because they're worried about being rejected. So what I recommend people doing is understanding that rejection isn't necessarily a bad thing, because that just means that this thing wasn't meant for you, right? I know some people teach people that anything you want is meant for you. Only thing you got to do is manifest it, right? I don't necessarily believe that to be true. Um, I believe that, especially when it comes down to other people, but it could be anything, a job, a car, a house, anything. I believe that if you put effort towards something, depending on what it is, you should follow your intuition. Yes, yes. So eventually I think you should talk to her, but you got to pay attention to what I'm saying, because I'm giving you some good game for free right now, right? And you done made me forget it. So I'm going to leave you with this. What I would recommend you do before you befriend her is befriend yourself. Remember, the reason why people feel nervous is because they are scared of being rejected. Understand that if she rejects you, that just means that it wasn't meant to be. So I don't want you to hold on to, if she accepts me, this is the greatest day of my life. If she rejects me, this is the worst day of my life. I want you to get rid of that. All right. What I want you to focus on is that if this is meant for me, then it will be. Do you understand what I said? Hopefully you write this down, take notes, right? If it's meant to be, if it's meant for me, then it will be. If it's meant for me, then it will be. All right. So if you can tap into that, that's going to free you up from fear of failure, fear of missing out, fear of uncertainty and doubt, fear of proper. It'll prevent you It'll prevent you from being able to be not being able to prepare for certain things, right? Because it's going to have you operate in a certain level of freedom, and when you operate in that freedom, you're going to balance the brain heart coherence. All right. So this King of Swords, with being a double air element, is telling me you're too far up in your mind. That you need to come down out your mind and get grounded, get balanced, okay? Because you can't be so far up in your mind and still have doubt, right? Inferiority complex, etc., right? We can't have low self-esteem if we operating in our crown chakra, if we operating in our ajna, right? If we are operating in our vishuddhi. You understand what I'm saying? So work on your confidence first, maybe like a week. Get to know her as a friend, and then you tell her, you know, I really was interested in you. I took the time to get to know you, and I know for a fact you're the one. Um, you wouldn't trust me. You you focus on that, and everything is going to be clear. Personality, habits, you will be able to see everything you need to see without the commitment. And then that way you can judge whether or not it's appropriate. Because understanding that picking your mate is the most important decision. Picking your friends, picking your mates, all of that stuff is very, very important, right? I don't believe we choose our parents. We don't choose our siblings, right? We don't choose those things. But guess what? Something bit me, man, twice. I hope it ain't no fucking. What the hell? Something bit me, cuz. But anyways, we can't choose our parents. We can't choose our aunts and uncles. But one thing we can choose is the people, places, and things that we embark on in the future. So even if to this point right now, you know, life was crazy, life was hectic, and a lot of things was outside of your hands, understand that I believe in giving you the power back, right? With these tarot cards, I want to help you heal so you can manifest the life you want and not worry about predictions and all of that stuff. Predictions is important, right? Getting insight is very important because as co-creators, right? We never know what somebody else is creating on this beautiful canvas we call the earth. So with that being said, the best thing we can do as we co-create is have our crown intact, right? And we can't have our crown intact if we worrying about shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? We sipping big old cups of shoulda, coulda, woulda. And the whole time, if we take action, then we realize that we're being gifted something. You understand what I'm saying? So here is for you. All right. You just got to take your time and build slowly. All right. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, but if not built properly, it can fall in a day. Trust me. All right. So peace, love, health, and wealth to you. Did we got anybody next in line? Come back in 3 days, and well, so mm, you could come back sooner, of course, but I want to update no more than 3 days from today. Hello, Melissa. How you doing? Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right. So before I would like to welcome you to the Vibe Tribe. Hey, can we get some hearts for all the new people, y'all? Come on. Can we get some hearts, please? For all the new people, type Vibe Tribe in the chat for all the new people. Type Vibe Tribe. Yeah, I need an update within 3 days. But come and get more cards though. You can come and get more cards. Not about this. I want you to come back and get cards, just not about this. All right, so if you are waiting to get on the list, then please follow the pinned instructions, okay? So step one is going to the video that's pinned in the chat. Step two is if you want to ask a question for me, for tarot, whatever, follow the instructions pinned in the chat. All right. So pinned in the chat, I have do's and don'ts of tarot and sample questions. All right. Please make sure that your questions have you front and center. You are the subject of the question. Okay. Here we use tarot not to spy on people, but to get keen insights if needed, but mostly for self improvement. All right. What up, Yash? How can I help you? Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, Yaria, didn't I meet you on E page? All right, I got you, Yash. All right. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, all is well though. I cried today. I was going through a lot of stuff emotionally, and some people on here that I really cared about, man. Things ain't really working out. Not romantically, just some people that I was working with. Things ain't working out, man. And then somebody said something crazy in somebody else's chat, and that really, because my mother death date was 22nd, and so you know, somebody has said something about, child abusers need to be punished severely and some other crazy shit or whatever. And I got so mad. I'm like, I can't listen to that because I was abused, and my mother wasn't abusing me because it felt good. My mother was abusing me because she was fucked up. And so, when people talk about child abuse and this one and that one, I got a very different perspective because not only was I abused as a child, but I also suffered from teenage homelessness, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what and it was some other stuff going on too in my but I just got a different perspective. When people say, stuff about child abusers and stuff, I'll be like, man, most child abusers need cognitive therapy. They don't need punishment. Punishment don't help people. Punishment just, if without no correction, sit there and think about what you did. Well, why would you tell a person to sit there and think about what they did when their brain is the reason why they in trouble in the first place? That don't make sense. But you know, I just gotta be open and honest. Like, and then even after that, right? I was like, the card of the day is the King of Cups. I'm gonna take the high road. And then as soon as I turn around, somebody else posting some bullshit about me. And all this shit started over the fact that somebody felt like they was being laughed at. Somebody came into my channel in the middle of a reading and felt like they was being laughed at. So now, I'm being accused of hating women and all of this other crazy shit. So besides this cleansing that I feel, it's been cool. I'm cool. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. All right. Yashi, you had a Knight of Pentacles, okay? So the Knight represents fire and the Pentacles represents earth energy. So understand, when you're talking about the elements of fire and earth, this is going to be slow moving energy, right? If you know, like, fire needs something to burn in order for it to burn. And when you're just talking about with raw earth element or refined earth elements like metal, right? It's really hard. It take a lot of fire to burn and purify certain minerals like dirt, metal, etc., etc. So, uh, I affectionately, uh, I affectionately name this card "Slow and Steady Wins the Race." And if I could zoom in on this card briefly, you will see that there is some freshly tilled ground or land here. So if you notice, this land is freshly tilled, meaning that is flipped over and is ready to plant seeds. Okay, so I want you to look at this phase or chapter in your life as the chapter of planting seeds. And the reason why is because whatever we want to grow like a tree, we're gonna have to love it. We're gonna have to nurture it. We're gonna have to talk to it, right? And we could correlate back to the elements, right? Where the water would represent love, the air will represent knowledge and wisdom, as well as uh the light. But the light, I don't know. I really, whenever I get to this analogy, it's really hard for me to really complete it. But I think you understand, like, it just like how it take TLC for a seed to grow. It's gonna take TLC for your manifestations to grow. But the thing is that it's gonna take daily effort. Okay, this is not something that you can just meditate and you can chant 108 times and then it's going to be fixed forever. No, remember the Godhead represents the supreme reality, right? The supreme reality is the supreme reality because you said so, because you are the Godhead. So once you realize that this is the reality that you want, then it's your job to maintain it, right? That's maintaining the vision, right? Ganapataye, right? Or Vishnu, right? And then it's going to be up to you to destroy the things that you don't want in your life, right? So essentially you become God, generator, operator, destroyer. That's what happened when you quote unquote take your power back. What up, Fiona? What's going on? Fiona, I hope you ain't coming over here to spy on KP, man, cause we ain't, we on positive vibes over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bouncing back and forth and all that other stuff. I said what I had to say about stuff, and hopefully it's peace. But essentially you become generator, operator, and destroyer when you do that. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that life, when you manifesting or praying or whatever, growing, self-realization, transformation, merging with your higher self, connecting with the Holy Spirit, God, Chi, whatever it is, right? It's an active principle that take place. So if life was a movie, you're going to have to act out your role. You can't just sit in your room. Well, you can't sit in your room forever and expect things to change, right? Because even if things was to start to change, you would miss it. And then it's going to reset back to zero because you wasn't there to participate, right? You're going to have to wait for the next tree to fall because you wasn't in the forest when that tree fell, right? And I say that because, they say if a tree fall in the forest, do it make a sound, right? So if you don't get out and live life, if you don't love and nurture yourself, you're going to miss the opportunities as they arise. But now I want to give you the power so you can plant the seed, so you can have control of the opportunities in the future. Now you won't be waiting for things to come to you, but you will run dead smack into it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm gonna close you off with a couple key words for the Knight of Pentacles, and maybe we can come up with an affirmation that you can take with you long term. And I want you to start writing down your readings too, okay? I want you to make sure you take notes because we're gonna have to, when we manifest it, we're gonna have to build momentum. Right. I know, right. I know, I'm a misogynist because I told you to take notes, right? But I really want you to grow. Shut up, man. Just chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Don't get me started, man, because I'm the king of cups. All right. I'm the king of cups. Flower cars and candy. Yeah, yeah. Old buddy, I just seen old buddy over there in that chat. So I'm like, I don't know if old buddy coming over here for a reading or the spa, but we ain't on that. We definitely not on that. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, stability, progress, and determination. All right. Um, I guess you know what? I guess we could go ahead and go with the normal affirmation. I am peaceful, loved, healthy, and wealthy. Because to me, that is the four pillars of life. That's the foundation, right? To me, that's the foundation, right? Peace, love, health, and wealth. To me, everything that you need can come from that. Uh, because I ain't accusing you of being a spy. I just seen you on somebody else's live earlier. That's all. Yeah, I'm in the middle of filing a defamation lawsuit against them people you was in the live with. So yeah. I already got my affidavit ready. I just gotta go pay the money and you know, file the paperwork. That's all I gotta do. It's like $200, you know. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. No, man, I could have sworn I seen that person over there at somebody else live not too long ago, right before I went live. Yeah, man, you ain't got to tell Fiona to chill. She ready. All right, that's cool. I no, but I thought I saw. Yeah, like I said, if you wasn't on that person live that I'm talking about, like literally a few minutes ago, then I apologize. I never not apologize. Well, maybe it's just the color orange. I don't know, but I just saw somebody with the color orange that had, and I think they had one name too. I just saw them in somebody else live. Let me go see, cause I don't like accusing people and I'm wrong. I ain't that tight. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to know, is that your bestie? Damn, the chat ain't on for the replay. Damn. I can't even go back in the chat and see who's who and what's what, cause they ain't turned on the instant replay chat. It's cool. Well, unfortunately, I'm not the one. Unfortunately, I'm guarded. You better be careful. You're gonna fuck around and get you're gonna get a male patriarchy misogynist. I want a smoothie. I don't feel like making a smoothie though. All right, so slow and steady wins the race. All right. I'm telling her they out here and they cloak this spiritual guidance and sacred teachings. Hmm. Real clever, guys. Real clever. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'm hungry. I want some popcorn. G-Leds, I'm intrigued with the mafia. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We don't have many things in common then. So you trying to be a sugar mama, Yashi? Or you just trying to trying to hop on the first thing smoking? Damn, I'm starving. Is it just me and you, my love? She want to be a sugar baby? Well, good luck. You ain't getting no more than $40 from me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. You ain't getting no more than $5. Is it just me and you, my love? Impress me. Listen, y'all. Please let at least one commercial play for 30 seconds. And then go on. That's you, y'all. She coming in here making me hungry. Follow that. 30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds. Let a commercial play for 30 seconds and then hit the link. You ain't got to buy nothing. You ain't got to sign up for nothing. But just the fact that you click the link, it helped my channel out a lot. That's funny. You want to know why that's funny? Because look at my tattoo. I don't know if y'all can see that. You see what that say? It say laugh now. And then that's what it say after that. This is my balloon. Y'all like my balloon? I did it myself. I want a hot pocket or something quick. I don't want to warm up none of that chicken. Yeah, Yaria, why you ain't been say something? Or you were just chilling? What can I eat? Noodles, oatmeal. I bang some oatmeal. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, okay. You were just chilling. Can I interest you in the donation-based reading? You know, it's hard out here for a pimp, man. We got people out here assassinating my character and stuff, man. Defamation of character. There was this TikTok, Instagram influencer that got killed on live, her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, that is crazy. All right, so I can't remember who all said they wanted to read, and I think the only person that didn't get a reading was Jizzle. No. Wait, yeah, no, Jizzle got skipped. Sorry, Jizzle. You too busy promoting your channel. You forgot to get your reading. Is it just me and you, my love? I want to listen to some music, man. Man, NBA YoungBoy, I'm not really a huge NBA YoungBoy fan, man. NBA YoungBoy got some heat. Man, NBA YoungBoy just dropped some heat. I ain't even gonna lie. I do like a couple young, but I never really sit down and listen to like a whole album. But man, when I tell you this NBA YoungBoy got some heat, shout it. I just want to know, is it me and you, my love? Yaria. Somebody ain't double tap that screen. Yaria, when the last time shit, Yashi, when the last time you did some yoga? Any type of yoga. Wait, so Mystic, I thought you wanted to ask a question. The one girl said, I'm going to peek in on you from time to time. The spirit shut it down quick. Her eyes were bugging out. What the hell? I'm thinking about getting some oatmeal. I'm like, is it just me and you, my love? Um, uh, yes. But I want to know. Okay, so before I answer the question with the cards, can I ask you a few questions to kind of get some clarity? What is the dynamic of the situation, and how long has it been going on for? Damn, man, I'm itching. I don't know what the fuck bit me, man, and where it came from. And how do you feel? How do you feel? I think we're gonna. I think we might need to rearrange this question a little bit. But I'm sticking with you. So, how do you feel? Is this the one? Are you confident that this is the one? Like, what's going on? But I want to focus on you for a second, okay? I don't know. I don't know what it was. So based off of everything that you know right now today, would you marry him or would you spend the rest of your life with him? If it was yes or no right now, what would you choose? Yes. Okay. So what I would recommend you do, so I will pull some cards for you with respect to your question. But what I would recommend you do is figure out a way you can have a conversation with him that'd be effective. And I want to help you with that because there's a way for you to get answers from him whether he give you a direct answer or not. And it's really a masterful thing once you grab hold to it. All right. So I want to show you these cards. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to influence the cards at all. I just want to post these up here and see what do you think and what do you feel about these cards. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. So is emotional vulnerability something that's required in a relationship with you? Like say hypothetically speaking, me and you was to be in a relationship of some form. Is it is it do you need like what's your love languages? Something have you talked about love languages? How old are you again? How old are you? Have do you and have y'all talked about love languages? So what part of the cards tell you that? Where did you get that from? I need to know where did you get that from? How what part of the cards made you think that? If I asked you right here right now, would you be able to tell me your love languages? So do you feel like you come on too strong? Now I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, so take your time. Do you feel like you come on too strong? Is that a possibility? So I want to know, do you know your love languages and do you think you come on too strong? Open YouTube. I do think I come on too strong. Don't laugh. It's I mean, because for some people that they need it. Some people need that. Like for me, for example, I like doing manly stuff. I like playing video games and watching sports and fixing cars. But I need to lay my head on you sometime. Lay your head on my pillows. I'll lay it down. Right? Sometimes KP needs some TLC. Sometimes I might even need to cry. You might not even not know it, but I might be crying on the inside. Right? But but for some men, they don't some men they just want you to cook and have sex and be cute from across the room. But I think it's more or less So the reason why I'm asking these questions is because I think that in order for you to really be successful in a relationship, there's going to be some things on your side that you're going to have to address. And a part of that is you being able to set the foundation in the beginning of the relationship about what's to be expected, what's needed, what's not needed, what you can offer, what you're willing to experiment, all of that stuff. I think what you could do if is take this experience. Now, this is me intuitively speaking, right? Take this experience and let it mold you and let it grow you and use it as another tool in the tool belt when it come down to manifesting your desires. So I got a question. If you thinking about if age is a factor for you right now, I want you to let that go. For some reason your age just popped back up in my head. Is your birthday coming up soon? And do you feel like your maternal clock is ticking right now? Because I feel like you saying like I don't want to be old and a mother. Like I don't want to be old and get married. Like you want to live life with your boo. Like you want to travel. You want to kick it. You want to whatever it is, right? You want to do it with your boo. Hmm. Hmm. So I think it'd be beneficial for if y'all. I mean, are y'all talking? Are y'all in communication right now, or is this no contact? Because I think you told me you was in a no contact situation, right? Didn't you tell me that? Let me see. Let me go back and see if I can see. Damn, I can't do it while I'm on live. I was about to say, let me go back and see our old messages. Man, I do not fuck with tofu at all. I don't fuck with tofu. Man, the last time I tried some tofu, man, I was at the Chinese restaurant and they was like, you get you some free soup. Free soup. So I went and I started scooping the soup and I dropped it in a bowl. I'm like, is this tofu? They said, yeah. Man, that shit looked like soaked styrofoam. Man, the broth wasn't bad though. The broth, I think the broth was healing. But the tofu itself, I would never, ever, ever, ever. And I'm thoroughly convinced that they meat or something related to tofu. I'm convinced. So yeah, so I would definitely like I said, I would take this time and work on you and just keep it open. Just because you like him, that doesn't mean he has to be the one. It could be multiple ones out there for you. So take this as a learning experience and make sure that make things a little bit slower next time, right? Hit me up for a follow up so we can really, really talk. Hit me up for a follow up so we can really talk, man. I got you. On the house. On the house. Excellent. Now, I am interested in trying bok choy. I've had it, I think I had it from this Asian restaurant. No, you know what? I think I had bok choy like twice because I think I had it from two different Asian restaurants. To me, it's kind of like a onion slash Not really cabbage. I don't know how to explain bok choy, but it was really good though. It kind of reminded me of cabbage. What else? It was like cabbage, onion. I don't know what to call it. I don't know. I don't know. I know it's a part of the cruciferous. I know it's part of the cruciferous vegetable family. So, but the it was real soft and nice because when you grow bok choy, I seen bok choy in the garden. You know, it looked like cabbage and shit, kind of, sort of. And bok choy looked like it's hard to chew and stuff, but uh when it was cooked, man, it wasn't bad. That bok choy wasn't bad at all. No, I don't know about no little mushrooms. Only mushrooms I like got some blue shit on them. Them bitches have a bluish hue, a bluish tint. They had these little blue things that just fall off of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm poisoning myself. Oh no. Oh man. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I'm hip. I know it. That's because it's related. It's in the cruciferous vegetables. So all it like cruciferous vegetables is like cabbage, greens, like collard greens and stuff like that. Bok choy, radish. What else is related to cabbage? Broccoli. All of that stuff is related. All that stuff is in the same family. All of that stuff is actually brothers and sisters. They all of that stuff is closely related. That's why it all look the same when it's growing. Most of that shit look the same when it's growing. No, that bok choy hit though. It was good. It was soft. It was nice and soft, but it still had the little, it still had some solidness to it. It wasn't like mushy, but it was nice and soft. They cooked it good, whatever they did to it. I had what is that shit called? It's a popular flavored chicken. It's a Chinese or Thai something. Not kung pao chicken. What's the name of that chicken? It wasn't like orange chicken, none of that shit. It's the real chicken. They saute it or grill it first, and then they hit it with the sauce. It's real popular, man. It's real popular. Cause I had some purple. It was like bok choy. Like it was something purple in it. Like I had purple rice. Was it beans? No, it wasn't purple beans. It was like bok choy, like purple rice. It was something that was purple in the rice. Uh, I can't remember, but it was not. What the fuck is the name of that chicken, man? It's popular, man. It's real popular right now. What's the name of that, man? Oh my god, what's the name of that chicken, man? The sauce, it was. I won't say it was pasty, but it was like a thicker sauce. Almost remind you of like a chili sauce or like a it almost remind you of like a sriracha sauce. Oh, I think it was the I think it was like Magnolian chicken or something or they had Magnolia on the menu for sure. I think it was Magnolian chicken. Magnolian barbecue chicken or something like that. But it wasn't like a regular Chinese restaurant though. It was like, I don't know, because they had like a lot of sushi and shit like that on the menu. It wasn't like a regular old school Chinese restaurant with the old people in the back with the 5-year old ringing people out. It wasn't one of those. And before y'all laugh, I really did. It was either teriyaki. No, it had to be like Mongolian or something like that. I don't think it was teriyaki because I don't really like a lot of different teriyakis. It could have been teriyaki though, but I don't like a lot of different teriyakis because sometimes it be too salty. But I'm trying to remember what the hell was purple. I think it was purple rice or something was purple in there. That shit was good. I heard of that, but I don't remember what it is right now. Oh no, eel sauce. I ain't never heard of that. I thought you were talking about something else. You put cayenne. I like cayenne pepper. You, I love. Man. I was just salty because I was frying some chicken. I was frying some chicken and I didn't have no cayenne pepper to put in the batter. Like if you don't know, if you put cayenne pepper in your flour when you about to make some chicken, man, boy, you gonna think you at Popeye somewhere, boy. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, this little restaurant, it was like more gourmet. It wasn't really like the typical Chinese restaurant. It was like more gourmet. Like, shit, I love me some spicy. Man, I got some hot sauce in there right now. Boy, I got some of that Sam Yang hot sauce. Y'all hip to the Sam Yang? Y'all hip to the Sam Yang? You ethnic. What type of ethnicity are you? I need something to coat my little stomach. I don't want no chips. I don't want no chicken. Cereal? Somebody just said cereal? Don't play with me. Don't do that. Play with your bitch. And that's my final answer. Ain't no going back on that. No mercy. No no surrender. No retreat. Everything I do, you bitches got a problem with it. What you mean? What? What I say? I don't remember. What I say? Uh-oh, here I go again, playing victim. Being clueless. But I'm not liking how Indian is behaving. What did I say? I don't remember. What did I say? And what else? White? What else? Caucasian? Oh, that's a song, Kevin Gates. Everything I do, you bitches got a problem with it. That's Kevin Gates. That's what he said. No, I don't. I don't really call people bitches and shit. I just be talking. I just be talking. Everything I do, you bitches got a problem with it. Carry on. Stay away from what mushrooms? The blue ones? Why can't I be a Smurf? Why can't I be Super Mario? Man, you do not look Japanese at all. Man, whoever says you Japanese is crazy work. Oh, okay. What up? So you Indian and Bengali? So when did when did Bengali and all that stuff break up? Like Bangladesh, all that stuff. When did they break up? Was it recent or a long time ago? So who else was a part of that? Bangladesh and Bengali and what else? And which one was the leader? Was it Bangladesh that was the leader at first? Mmm. Um. So what you good at then? Let's start there. What you good at? I know. Whoa. 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 313. What ain't nice? Cause she said she not good at it. No, she keep on talking about she not good at stuff. So I want to know what she good at. I wasn't making a joke. No, I was really asking that to help her because um I'm not trying to be funny, but she was asking me about guidance. So one thing you do is you help a person figure out what they good at naturally, and then become a master or expert. Well, if you Bengali and Indian, you probably do look South American. You probably look um um you probably look like a not a Colombian. What is the name of that country, man? No, I'm talking about a South American country. She probably looked um what's the name of that? I can't think of it right now. I can't think of nothing right now. My brain is totally fart. Only thing I can think of right now is Brazil and Colombia. That's it. That's the only thing I can remember. But they'll make the ones. Maybe even Brazilian because a lot of the Brazilians still got a lot of brown skinned people. I want to see what you look like. I'm curious to see what you look like now. Some people I really don't care. Some people I'll be curious though. You probably look Mexican. A Salvador. You probably look like you from a Salvador or something like that. Probably from the Yucatan. That's probably what you look like. You probably look like an Amazonian, a Amazonian from the Yucatan. Excuse me. Is it just me and you, my love? Oh, you a Naga. Hey, so what's the... Y'all got some history on the Nagas? Right, I'm curious to see what G-Lez offspring look like. I want to see what G-Lez kittens look like. Why you say hell no? Because I called them kittens. I want to see what your kittens look like. I want to see what your litter look like. How many kittens did you have in your litter, Jizzle? Is it just me and you, my love? Drinks, drugs, and put it in your butt. Baby girl. Everything I do, bitches got a problem. Carry on. Everything I do, you bitches got a problem with it. Carry on. KP. I'm pretty paranoid. I don't even post myself. They are beautiful, but I don't post them. I'm not asking you to post them. I just said I was curious. Bestet is going to kick your butt. What is that? What's a bestet? All my kids are adults already. What's a... You said bastis? Bastet? I'm about to lay down. I'm about to go to sleep on y'all. I'm about to go to sleep right here on the floor. Google her? Man, I'm not, but I can't. My computer is over there. The phone that I normally use is broken. So I'm recording on my good phone. I'm recording on my good phone, so I can't use my good phone. You're gonna have to send me a reference or something. Oh, Fiona posted a picture? Oh shit, you about to make me get up. Damn, let me see. I watch. It's gonna look like it here, but it's gonna when I go to the what you call them, it's gonna change back. Go to channel. It ain't gonna be updated. Oh, it is. Oh, if I was to guess, I don't know. See your nose, your forehead. You do. I, um. If I was to guess what you was, I would probably say Indian and white to you because you do got some Indian features. Wait, I thought you said you was have Indian, have Bengali. I'm confused. I could have sworn you said Bengali or Bangladesh or something. Is it any more countries name that's close to Bengali? I would embrace it. I would embrace your features because by you hating your features means that you comparing yourself to something that's unrealistic. So what you got to do is compare yourself based on your DNA, based on your lineage. Don't if you're worried about how you look, then you I wouldn't worry about your nose. It ain't nothing to hate. Only reason why you hate your nose is you because you comparing it to somebody else's. I bet you if everybody had the same nose, then you wouldn't complain then, right? Because they all look the same. I wouldn't even worry about it. Trust me, if a person is turned off by your nose, then you no, Bengali is the ethnicity. My father is from Cocoa. Oh, but to me, when you say the ethnicity, that's the blood. So technically, he not Indian then. I mean, by citizenship, he might be Indian, right? So you're saying like his citizenship is Indian, but his blood is from. So is it any more Bengali or like any more little countries that's named like Bengali, Bangladesh? They got the bang in there. I'm confused. So where is Kolkata? Where is that at? Is that India or is that? I thought you said you Indian and white, but you said Bengali is the ethnicity. But Bengali is separate from India, right? And what do the B mean? West West Bengal. Okay, Bengali is the language. I guess people from So what is Kokoda? Is that the old name for what's Bengali? Or what is that? And what do the BENG mean? What do that mean? Bengal, Bangladesh. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was in India. So when you say his ethnicity, right? The way I understand ethnicity, your ethnicity can be one thing, right? But then your citizenship, right? You could be like what they call like a Chinese American, right? Where your blood is Chinese, but now you a American citizen. You see what I'm saying? Embrace your beauty. Yeah, I don't think you ugly at all. Like I said, I just think that you comparing yourself to something that you're not, and that can make you feel less than. But if you just not focus on what makes you different, I mean, not focus on that, but not focus on it in that aspect. But yeah, though, no, you do got some very distinctive features, though. The hair, the nose, the whole face. You got it. You look like a light skinned Indian. That's really it, for real, for real. You look like a like you look like, well, by me being, an American, right? You look like an average North Indian, like a light skinned Indian, North Indian or something. Cause like I know it's a lot of dark skinned Indians that don't get a lot of play because of the caste system. Oh, here we go. Wait, so you forgot about our car, Yashi? How old are you, Fiona? All right, so it's 1:43 here now. I think I'm gonna stay on till about, I don't know, a few more minutes. Add as moderator. I almost added somebody as a moderator. Brooklyn, what up? No, Brooklyn, you gotta put the hearts on the video that's in the description. I mean, that's in the chat. I mean, of course you could put some hearts here, but Can you put a name on it, please? What do you mean of North? Like Canada? I'm down. I'm not Canadian at all whatsoever. You talk about me, I'm not Canadian, man. Man, I'm dozing off. All right, Brooke. I don't know if you still in the building, but last call for alcohol. Can I interest you in a donation-based reading? G-Les, I'll pull you a quick card, but we can go hard on it tomorrow, okay? All right, Brooklyn. So I'm actually here past my bedtime. So how can I help you, ma'am? I'm about to give you all I got, Brooklyn. That's because you a horn dog. How can a cat be a horn dog? So my thing, all right. So So before I answer any questions, right? I want you to go back to the instructions and read the do's and don'ts of tarot, and then overlook some of the sample questions and see if you can see if you can find a better question, because if things been rocky, then I don't want to pull a card for tomorrow. I don't like that. I do want to pull you a card, but I want to pull something with a different intention. I want to pull something that can actually help you. I don't think that can help you much. I think it's more for you to get on to catch hold to. Also, I want to know, why is things rocky? What happened? Who did who to what? Man, I'm tired, man. But I'm about to get up. I'm ready. That cereal did me right. I ain't stuffed, but I ain't starving either. All right, I'm back sitting upright. So why have things been rocky, and what do you hope to get from this situation? I mean, to be honest with you, is the relationship over? Like, is it over and you just not saying so, or what's going on? Help me help you. Please help me help you. Oh yeah, I don't pull readings on stuff like that. What I would suggest you do is to hit me up for a free consultation. Um, I don't mind. I'm up now. I feel like I'm up, so I'll do a couple more. But it's almost time for the group meditation. So, at two, it's all. So is 1:53 here. So at 2:22, we gonna do a meditation. Y'all down or what? Cause we not sitting here and we not. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. You know what I'm saying? It's not over. I feel stuck. I don't know what to believe. You do know what to believe. So the problem is that you're not thinking with your brain. You thinking with something else. And I really feel for you in this situation, because by all accounts it's over. Right? Go back and look at what you just said. It's definitely over. But we we got to figure out, what do you need to move on? Do you need for somebody to cheat on you one more time? Do you need for somebody to put their hands on you? Like, what is it going to take for you to move forward? I feel like you know it's over. Like, deep down inside, you know it's over. You feel stuck because you don't want to leave. You don't either, you don't want to leave, you don't want to give up. You don't want to start over. Something. Maybe it's the kids involved. I don't know, but it's over. You know it. Deep down inside, you know it. And if I was you, I would start that process sooner than later. I would start that process sooner than later. Okay, so you had a couple cars just jump out real fast. And it's like right at the limit of jump out cards. So sometimes jump out cards, if it's too many or if you like drop the deck, then people interpret that as ask another question. But to me, this isn't too much. So I'm not going to go super deep into these cards, but I do think it's a message here for you, right? So we got the Four of Swords. Hit that like button, donate to the channel. Everything that you donate everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. All right, here we go. So you got the Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Five of the major arcana, which is the Hierophant, and the Nine of Pentacles. So really quick, I'm gonna take you through the keywords of each card, and then I'm gonna pull together. Um, I'm gonna pull together a picture for you. Okay, so the Four of Swords represents deep rest, healing, and recovery. Right. So this is a person who understands that the battle isn't over, but we gotta preserve our mind and our energy. Okay, so the battle not being over, meaning that the four is saying that we're getting rest and relaxation. So what I recommend is all work, no play. All right, hard work and relax, hard work and TLC. But now is not the time to be playing games, okay? Whatever that means, being in denial, etc., etc., etc. What I'm seeing here with this Four of Swords is you got a lot of shit on your plate that you need to be taken care of. I don't know if it's dependence or maybe this is a dream or a goal that you start to neglect. But what I feel as though is that you're being sucked into a black tunnel. It's some sort of abuse, some sort of manipulation going on. Or maybe you just fell in love with somebody's potential, right? Maybe they had a hard childhood and you believe in them, right? But you got to stop believing in the promises because a baby know how to cry to get what he wants. So you think a grown man ain't gonna lie and apologize to get what they want? You allow me to treat you like a doormat. You allow me to cheat on you, steal from you, whatever. And only thing I got to do is lie to you and tell you I'm gonna stop. Okay. So the battle is not external, all right, with the Four Swords. The battle is internal, meaning that we gotta rest our mind. Remember the Three of Swords is the big heart with the swords in it. So if you notice, this person pulled the swords out of the heart, meaning that they got their mind out of the emotions, right? All right, so next we got the two. So remember the two represents duality, right? Oftentimes this represents choice in tarot. So looking at the Two of Pentacles, the key words to Two of Pentacles is balance, resourcefulness, good management. All right, so when we're talking about good management, remember the Pentacle doesn't just represent money. It represents anything that you deem valuable on the third dimension. All right, that could be time, that could be money, or the things that money can buy, lending people your car, allowing people to sleep on your couch. Being careful with managing resources could be you protecting your energy emotionally, right? Physically, etc. right? But in the reverse position, the Two of Pentacles is saying that the things that we think are imbalanced is really not imbalanced. All right. So you can take that as thou wilt. So because things are out of balance, you are being called to be the Hierophant right now in your life. So the Hierophant is spiritual and moral authority. This could be the Pope, a priest, but this is a person who represents the institution of higher learning, but especially um like I said, a spiritual leader. But what I'm seeing here is maybe you can benefit from a new social dynamic, new friends, something. All right. So I think the end result of you really tapping into the okay, so really quick, I forgot something. The Hierophant is calling you to be the authority in your own life so you can grab the bull by the horns. All right, so in this card, you see that there's some people here bowing down to the Hierophant. So that means that there's somebody somewhere, some kids, some nieces, some nephews, some family members. There's somebody waiting on you to step up. All right. It's somebody waiting on you to step up. And so you don't have to be afraid of stepping up because stepping up is actually going to be your freedom. It's actually going to be your independence. So if you feeling like you got any blockages in like jobs or saving money or any blockages with like friends or something like that, it's because you are quantumly entangled with something toxic and it's going against your nature. So what you need to be able to do is tap into a bird's eye view, right? That means that you look at your life objectively versus subjectively, meaning that you look at it from far away from a distance, like a doctor or a psychologist would, or, like a coach or somebody would, right? And what I want you to do is take your own personal feelings, take your I am out of the equation, right? If somebody was watching your relationship on TV, what would they say? Right? If your relationship was a reality show, what would they say? What would they think about about all the characters involved? Right? So again, this falcon that you see in her hand represents the ability to point your consciousness in a direction and to achieve it. So that's the only way you're going to get prosperity and order in the Garden of Eden is if you dictate the blows. So you can't tell me that you know you deserve better, but tell me the relationship isn't over. You see what I'm saying? I got to challenge you on that. And I got to ask you, now this can be rhetorical or it could not be, but what's making you say it's not over? But what's also making you say you deserve better? What I'm hearing is cognitive dissonance. We have two very distinct beliefs about one subject, right? So we need to put up a Venn diagram and say, okay, I like this person, right? And here's the reasons why. I don't like this person, and here's the reasons why. And here's just some shit in the middle that really don't matter, right? These some things that can go either way. But I want you to again look at this as if you was hiring somebody for a job. I want you to look at this, you know, again, as if you was a professional where you don't have your personal feelings involved because a lot of people can't make the moves they need because they're stuck as the main character of the movie. So if you was to hit me up for a free consultation, a free follow-up, I can set you on the right direction. But I got to challenge you to step outside your comfort bubble and do it. I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And the last thing I'm going to say before I let you go is the biggest thing. Oh, I'm so happy you responded because it shows a level of honesty and vulnerability, and it shows me that you really here to grow. So I really applaud you for being honest, okay? But wait, let me see what you said because I didn't forget what I was saying. No. Oh, last thing I'm gonna say is that a lot of people, you know what they tell me? The biggest thing is actually getting over the fear of reaching out and getting help. Because after they get the help is life is pretty much smooth sailing from there. But you gotta be able to thank you, chatbot, right on time. You gotta be able to reach out. All right. You gotta be able to step up to the plate. Remember, you can't hit no home runs if you don't swing the bat. All right. No, you don't tell you no. See, you been telling him you deserve better when you was calling him out on his bullshit. The time for that is over with. Ain't no more talking. Now, of course, if he's abusive or if he's suicidal or something like that, then of course, you got to be careful with how you exit. But yeah, we don't owe nobody no more explanations. At this point, it's just a mental mind game. Listen, whether he's mature or not, a baby knows how to manipulate their mom, right? If you set the baby down to go pee, and that baby cry, and then as soon as you pick it up, it stop crying, that means ain't nothing wrong with it. He just spoiled. That means he was in your stomach, bouncing around with you all the time, and he feel weird. He feel dizzy when he's sitting still. You understand what I'm saying? That baby feel dizzy when he's sitting still. If you notice, if you ever know anybody who is pregnant, the baby sleep when the mom walking around. Shaking baby syndrome. How babies sleep when the mom walking around, that's crazy. But as soon as they sit down, the baby start moving. Yeah, circle of life. But yeah, like I said though, man, the time to tell him that you deserve better. You been saying you deserve better, and he been promising you that he was going to give you better. So we gotta approach this thing from a different standpoint. It's no more I deserve better. It's boy, right? You want to fly Southwest, right? It's time to hit that red button, right? It's time to hit that eject button. We out. We out Thali, right? We not sticking around to be mistreated and abused for what? That's kind. Look, I'm gonna shut up after this. I'd rather you break up. Oh, I not you. I'll say this about me. I'd rather break up with a person once and get it over with and start the healing process than allowing you to cut the same wound open every single time, every morning. As soon as we go to sleep, the wound start to heal. I put some neosporin on there. I wrapped it with a nice bandage. And then as soon as I wake up, your fingers is all in my wound. How can you heal if that person is constantly hurting you over and over and over again? You're gonna fuck around and take a knife to bed eventually. And that's one thing I always said. I wanted to be her years from now and say you regret me. I don't want to be nobody's regret. I don't want you to hate me. Even if you don't like me, even if you don't want to be with me, I don't want you to hate me. So, I'm about to get too preachy, and I don't want to come off as emotionally manipulative because I'm being vulnerable. But, I got to be honest, man. Sometimes I pour a lot too much of myself into these readings, or not enough, depending on who the person is, right? Because sometimes enough ain't enough. But chatbot, he gonna be posting all my shit So before you make any moves, before you make any decisions, before you start busting windows out this car, flattening, hit me up so we can work on the game plan. All right. I don't want you to out here moving in the dark. All right. As you go to sleep tonight, I want you to focus on the path being clear for you can move forward. All right. So again, take advantage of this time and rest your mind. All right. Take your time because the battle isn't over. So take your time and rest because pretty soon it ain't gonna be no choices to make. It ain't gonna be nothing to juggle. Ain't nothing to juggle. What's up, Michelle? I don't think I'm gonna say it's Michelle. I'm really tired. I've been on live for 177 minutes. So if you don't mind, I will pull you a quick card, or whatever you want to do, but you got to follow the instructions quickly. I was really supposed to put this thing on not do not disturb. What the fuck is wrong with me? You just put that thing up. It distracted me. I really was supposed to put this on donation based readings only. So if somebody don't mind sending your boy $1 or two, that'd be much appreciated. Can we get some green hearts for Brooklyn? And can we remind Brooklyn what the green hearts mean? Anybody know what the green hearts mean? Why we use them, etc., etc.? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? So if you are new here, type Vibe Tribe into the chat. Also, we got 16 people here, man, and the likes for some reason is going down. Can we double tap that screen, y'all? Can we get them likes back up, please? Oh, see, look, they leaving. As soon as I ask for the likes, they start leaving. Okay, we got one like. That's it. I'm only good for one like. Who's calling my phone? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't seen none of it. Who's calling my phone? All right, 6 people here. What's up? All right, now it say 3 people, but my computer still say 6, so I don't know. Only thing you got to do is double tap the screen like Instagram. Yeah, I bet you if I had a $5 foot long and some gray sweatpants, I have 100 likes. You better embrace the drama and alchemize it. Look at that shit as opportunities to heal the world, baby girl. All right, now about to start yarding again. There's only but so much crack a nigga can smoke. I just want to know who's calling my phone. Is it Keisha? We got 6 in the club illegally. Why you say a mob player? Shit, if somebody was calling my phone, they better have some donations for it, nigga. Come on, you know why you playing crazy ass and them crazy ass questions. You know, you know who the fuck them hearts for. Who's calling my phone? What? Who hear that? I'm up now, man. I'm about to shit fucked up. Oh. Hell no, I just got the hiccups. All right, it's 2:19. I'm about to go do my meditation at 2:22, y'all. So you don't need no sleep aid. You better go meditate. Meditation is your sleep aid. Fiona, hit me up for a free consultation. You better go get domesticated. All right, y'all. So it's 2 o'clock. I'll be back in about. I'll say I'll be back about at the earliest 4 hours, at the latest 7 hours. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, if y'all want to still hang out and talk, y'all can. But I'm about to. I'm about to spin around 3 times. I gotta hold my breath. Get rid of these hiccups. I just want to know who's calling my phone. All right, y'all. So this has been brought to you by the letter Q. No, 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 no. But no, in all seriousness, though, my name is not important. But what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. All right. Um, if you know what I'm about to say it with me, right? Peace, love, hope, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Peace. Who's calling my phone?